What is up, car addicts? Welcome back to the series where we customize and review past DLC vehicles that didn't have good microphone quality before late 2019. So as always guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next. I'll display your most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Vapid Ellie, which I customized / reviewed back in 2018 when it released. So the Ellie released with the Summer San Andreas Super Sports Series update drip feed in March of 2018. And is available from the Summer San Andreas website for a normal price of $565,000 or a trade price of about $423,000. Now, strangely, it's the only Mustang-inspired car in the game that is not called a Dominator. It's just called Ellie by itself, which is pretty strange again. But I know it is Shelby-inspired, so I guess Rockstar maybe did it because of that. But the vehicle itself is still Mustang-based. But anyway, also to mention, Ellie is short for Eleanor, which if you've seen Gone in 60 Seconds, the movie, the Shelby GT500 in that movie had the code name Eleanor, so I think it's a really cool reference there for sure. Now, in regards to performance, it's in the muscle car class and is a below average performing car in the class, which is a real shame, and that's mainly due to the fact that this car unfortunately does have these slow handling flags, which makes it go slow over bumps, and it's just terrible in general to do any type of power slides or slight burnouts. Just driving, fun with it in general, like it was driven in the movie, you just can't really do it. It just cuts power all over the place, just really annoying. And its top speed is only about 105 miles per hour when fully maxed out, which is even more disappointing. I really feel Rockstar did this car dirty in terms of performance. But anyways, the elephant in the room is obviously the Dominator GTT. That car is the better classic Mustang in pretty much every way, but the Ellie itself does have a pretty unique look. It is, an older Mustang, so I think it's definitely worth considering, owning both of them. Now, in terms of what the Ellie is based on, it's primarily based on a 1967 Shelby GT500, specifically the one with the custom body kit from Gone in 60 Seconds, which again was named Eleanor. Just a great looking car overall. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Ellie. Alright, Ellie, let's do it. Alright, so we got armor, brakes, usual stuff, front bumpers. So you got a standard splitter and a painted splitter. Personally, I'm not too much of a fan of the splitter on this particular car. I feel like the front bumpers are already very low. So I don't really feel it's necessary. I just think it just sticks out way too far, just my personal preference. But yeah, I'm not going to put that. Engine will max out. Exhaust. So stock exhaust does come out the rear here in the center. Then if you choose any side exhaust option, it will put a cover there, like a black cover, even though it does still look a bit weird. But you have the side exhaust there. Then here you have your first custom hood option, which is actually linked to the exhaust option, so that's kind of interesting. But you have the custom hood, then you have a side exhaust with custom hood, stock exhaust with custom hood, and then you have the side exit with a custom hood, which the custom hood is basically just a hood bulge compared to the hood scoop that's stock. Then you have the hood with the blower. You have this one, and then just different blowers, and this is the sacrilege with the exhaust. So crazy hood with holes in the hood with exhaust just sticking out there, really crazy there. Yeah, quite wild. So I'm thinking, I don't like the back cover at all, so I think we'll do the hood bulge with the just a stock exhaust with the custom hood. I'm not a fan of the rear cover, so we'll do that. Horn, skip that. Lights, we'll skip that. Liveries, so you got the classic black stripes, twin black stripe. Again, so for those of you trying to do the Eleanor build, which I do have a separate video on that, you can use these. Then here you have the white stripes. Here you have the blue stripe version, but this one does have the number 8 logo on there, well, decal, and it does say Vapid Motor Company on the door. Just a little extra touch, really clean, not overdone. I really like this one a lot. Then you got the number 7 track dates, like a green theme, but this one does have actual like sponsorships on it and stuff, the Globe Oil, Zero Gas and all that, but it still looks really good too. Then you got the 187 Vintage, which is more like a yellowish gold. So if you're trying to do like maybe like a Hertz build, you can do like black with this gold livery. That would actually look pretty cool too. Number 9 Debonair, 53 Classic Vapid, the Dense 60 livery, Globe Oil, so like a Gulf reference if you want to do that. And then this one here. So plenty of options to choose from livery wise. I'm gonna go with a 350 style build on this one, since almost everybody always does the Eleanor GT500 build. So I'm gonna go with the number 8 Classic Race Stripe. I love that. Whoops, almost backed out. And then for plate, we'll throw my America plate on there. We'll do the blue plate to kind of match there. Respray. So for this, we're gonna go to metallic, and I want to throw on here metallic cream, and that just looks phenomenal against the blue stripes there. Stock pearlescent, I believe is it's the same cream color on there. So a little bit lighter, I think, like dark steel, so it's not too much. Cribblum for this car goes on the door, but it is more towards the front instead of the center. Sun strips, you got different sun strips there if you want to do one of those. Suspension, we can lower it if we want, although I feel like the stock ride height is pretty low already. Let's change the wheels, and I guess we'll come back to it. Transmission, turbo, wheels. So for this, I want to go with a similar wheel to the actual 350. So we'll go here to the street category. I want more of a deeper muscle. I think it's the Dukes. Yeah, so it would be the Dukes Custom. This one has more of a deep dish to it. So we'll do those. And then wheel color, we'll do stone silver, make it a little darker. That just looks phenomenal. Windows, I'm going to leave that stock, no window tints. And let's go back to the suspension here. A little too low. I think I'll just do lowered. There we go. Alright, so that's all the options there. It's exit to ground, take it for a drive. It looks gorgeous. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with the classic white and blue, in this case cream and blue, which looks a bit more special, different. Wow. That looks really good. I'm really happy with that. Beautiful, beautiful car. But before it here, like I talked about earlier, the beauty of this car ends as soon as you start driving, and unfortunately, slow handling flags just completely ruins the driving experience. Makes it extremely, extremely slow in the case of this car, where it's very noticeable. And you can see the engine like skips around, and you can hear it. And you floor it after a corner, and the engine just kind of skips around and dies. You can hear it just really, really struggling over the bumps. It's a real shame. Oh, just awful, awful sound when you go over the bumps. It just almost sounds like it's broken. You have a feel problem, man? There's nothing wrong with it. The first person view. I do love the gauges of this one. They're very similar to the original like muscle interior gauges, but these look a bit better with the like the dials. They just look a bit more premium. The needles with the thicker base. And these are just smaller, and the surround of it. I love the wooden steering wheel, and the door panels of his car are gorgeous too. Yeah, just unfortunately pretty terrible to drive. But it does look great. I know we have the Dominator GTT, obviously, the better car in pretty much every way, but this is, a couple years older, so, you have that body style. And, I mean, I think it's still a good-looking car next to your GTT in the garage. And it's the only Mustang in game that's not called Dominator, so it's just Ellie, like I talked about earlier, so... yeah, alright, let's go ahead and open all the doors and stuff here. Manage vehicles, preferences, doors, all. So engine model, oof, I don't know why they did that there. They just copied like any random V8 engine model there. Just a real shame. They should have at least done like any generic muscle car engine model, even if it's one of the terrible ones. But that there, that's just, oof, that's awful. But at least the interior looks pretty good. I love the door panels. I love the wooden steering wheel. I love the gauges. The seats are the copy-paste muscle car seats, but I mean, at least it has a nice center console, the dash, and the door panels, so that's good. Trunk opens up, nothing special back here. So yeah, I mean, for the price, you know, like 500,000 ish, and then if you get the trade price 420. I don't think it's too bad of a deal. You know, you're well under $1 million with this thing with max upgrades, fully customized however you want. Well, you're probably in this car, what, I don't know, 700-ish, maybe 750 with everything. I think that's a great deal. But, I mean, it's just so annoying and terrible to drive, which is a shame, but at least it looks good. So, yeah. Definitely let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this car, and also what vehicle you want to see me recustomize from late 2019 or older that I haven't recustomized again yet. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.